Hello, everybody. Eric Worre here. Social Media Summit has officially begun. I have a roster of unbelievable talent over to my right that I'm going to introduce you to in a moment. And we are live. We're going to be live for the next 8 hours. We're going to be taking breaks every reasonable period of time or so. Here's my suggestion to you. The thing that excites me more than anything else is the power of a single idea. One little tip, one little strategy that I know that I can implement into my business, into my life, and 5 years from today, I'm in a different place. I'm able to contribute to more people's lives. I'm able to bring my influence to improve the quality of other people's lives. That excites me to no end. And how that applies to today is we have a lineup of people who are going to be giving you dozens and dozens of tips on how you can use strategies with social media to expand your network marketing businesses, to take them to another level, to improve their results, improve your visibility. We're going to show you how to build a brand. We're going to show you how to build a following of friends, followers, fans. We're going to show you how to elegantly prospect and talk to those people about your product or your opportunity. We're going to show you how to use the tools, how to use groups, how to use Facebook Live, how to use stories, how to use Messenger, how to use the different platforms. We're going to give you strategies on how to launch your business and how to duplicate leadership and how to provide training to your organizations and everything else. So it is endless what we're going to talk about. And a matter of fact, with this lineup, our biggest challenge is going to be how do we fit it all into 8 hours. So if you're watching this live or with replay, sit back, get your notes ready, and collect those ideas. By the end, we're going to do our best to help you create a game plan and a strategy to be able to turn those ideas into results. Okay? So to start off, let's just bring everybody up. We've got Ray and Jessica Higdon. We've got Angel Fletcher. We've got Jeff and Debbie Beebe. We've got Jordan Philbeck. We've got Whitney Husband. We've got Bob Heilig. We've got Rachel Jackson, Todd Falcone, Danny and Liz Clark. Get in here, Fraser Brooks, Rob Sperry.
I'm looking at the screen and the camera's in.
This is a squeeze in if you can't see. This is the lineup of talent that are going to be sharing ideas with you over the course of the next 8 hours. I'm super excited to be able to share with you. Give these people, if you're out there, give them some love, give them some hearts, give yourselves a round of applause, and I'll kick them all off here and we'll get started. Get out of here.
Let's rock, guys.
Woohoo!
All right.
So that is the collective talent from this group is going to absolutely knock you on your rear end. I hope you're ready to take some notes. If you're ready, I'm ready. We have all of our audio stuff taken care of. Everything's good? Do we need to, are we going to give Ray a handheld? That's the plan? Okay. So our first presenter, he's going to talk to you about, we wanted to start with some fundamentals of how you can utilize social media in network marketing. And one of the gentlemen that we have here is a dear friend, been a friend for a long time, a real servant to the network marketing profession. He has helped to raise the game for not only average beginners, but superstar top leaders. He has a massive community. He's learned a tremendous amount about social media. He's here to share it with you. Please welcome my friend, Mr. Ray Higdon.
Hey,
yay, Ray.
Yes. Awesome. Super cool. Man, up first.
A little nervous. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Social Media Summit. I'm excited to kick this thing off, and I'm so honored and grateful that Erica Marina invited both my wife and I. You'll hear from her a little bit later. And really excited for today, not only to hopefully bring some value to you, but also to learn some cool stuff, because there's a lot of really, really sharp individuals inside this room. And so I'm excited to take notes. I hope you are as well. So I thought that I would go into some strategies and suggestions on how to get the most out of today and share one thing that I believe will apply to everything you learn today. And so I'm excited to do that. All right. So first of all, you're going to get a lot of information today. And, this morning I actually did a training where I talked about how I suggest learning things. And when I am at an event or at a course or in a coaching session or about to consume the type of information that you're about to consume, I really take two types of notes. The first type is, what is it that I can apply to my daily routine? How can I alter what I am doing on a consistent basis? And that means that I don't implement every single thing that I ever hear. And that should give you some relief, in that there are going to be strategies you hear today that maybe don't make sense for you to implement, but there's going to be a handful that if you just run with, you will absolutely crush it in your business. You'll get more customers, more reps, rank advances, get up on stage, get the next pen, and all of that stuff. And so my suggestion to you is listen to all the different strategies, the different tactics that will be talked about here today, but really grab onto a handful of them and say, you know what, I'm going to run with that. And another suggestion that I have is, know that if you're not getting results on any social media platform, then to try to do a lot on each of them is probably not the best strategy. And so you do not have to have a lot of energy and time into all of the different social media platforms for you to get results. Find the one that really resonates with you. I think a lot of people in this room really like Facebook, as do I. Some really like Instagram. But don't think that you have to, oh my goodness, I got to implement all of these different things across all of these different platforms, because that's something that really will get you into a place where you don't progress at all. And we don't want that. We want you to produce more. We want you to progress. We want you to, not just have this as another training that you attend, but as something that you look back on and say, that was the turning point. That's where my life actually changed. And I started getting more results in my social media efforts, and I started really crushing it. That's what we're hoping for you. All of us are trainers and, in different ways, shapes, and capacities, but we all want more people to get results. And that's what we want for you. So that's the first type of note I take. The second type of note is, what will I share? What will I teach? And so if you're on social media, you're going to hear over and over and over today about adding value. Well, what does that mean? Adding value. Adding value means that you are positively impacting other people in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it is through education. Maybe it is through helping people solve certain problems. Maybe it's through entertainment. Maybe you're fun to be around, whatever, right? And so when you're going through today, think about, what is it that I can share, maybe with my teammates, with other people connected to me on social media. And if you really look at those two types of notes, it can simplify things. There's one thing that I want to guard you against, and that is the word that I hear a lot of struggling network marketers use, and that word is overwhelm. You want to avoid that word. You want to eradicate that from your vocabulary. Overwhelm means I'm aware of a lot of things I should be doing. I'm just not doing them. I'm going to focus on being in a state of overwhelm. And so I would highly suggest that you eradicate that word from your vocabulary, even if you feel that that's actually the case, that you are overwhelmed, okay? Focus on what it is that you want in your life. Don't focus on what you don't want, which is overwhelm. You don't want overwhelm. Okay. And another word that I would avoid is the word frustrated. Don't use that word. Frustration is the gap between you think where you should be and the gap where you think you are. Both are opinions. So I would avoid those two words for sure and really focus in on, okay, how is it that I'm going to change my daily routine? What am I going to start implementing from here right now and move forward? And what can you share? And that'll be a powerful way for you to really absorb the most amount of information from today and actually progress and make it happen, okay? Now, you are going to hear a lot of strategies, and I'm excited to hear some of these amazing strategies and some of the different concepts that you're going to hear, right? You're going to hear some amazing cutting edge stuff, fancy stuff, technical stuff. You're going to learn a lot of different things that all work. I know everyone in this room has created massive results in their business and in their teams. And so there's nothing you're going to hear today that just doesn't work. They're going to be fantastic, okay? But there's something that I highly encourage you to embrace, and that is whatever it is that you're doing on social media, the whole point is really to create conversations. And so I want to share with you something. This is a concept that will apply to any strategy that you hear today, any tactic you hear today, any strategy you hear today. And it's around posture and prospecting follow-up. And so you're going to hear how to get more engagement. And I don't know, can I see the chat roll? Is that possible? I'd love to see. Yeah, cool, awesome. And so you're going to hear how to get massive engagement. And who wants that? Who wants more engagement? Right? Who wants that? Awesome. We want more comments. We want more likes. We want more shares. Well, you, in case you don't know, you do not get compensated on your level of engagement. You do not. Engagement is designed for network marketers to lead to conversations. Conversations is where you can get to customers, where you can get to reps, where you can rank advance, earn that next pin. And so if you really embrace the concept that everything you learn here today is designed to increase your conversations, then you're going to have a fantastic day. You're going to have a lot of takeaways here. And so as you're learning how to connect with people, how to get more engagement, how to get more shares, comments, likes, all of that stuff, okay? Keep in mind, all of those things are preparing you to have conversations with the people that you're connecting with. And so I want to give you some suggestions when it comes to posture and prospecting follow-up. And I know that right after me, you're going to hear from the amazing Jordan. She is absolutely amazing. And she's going to share with you how to start your new reps. And she's actually going to go into something that I'm excited to hear, and I think a lot of people need to hear, and that's customer follow-up. I'm going to talk a little bit about prospecting follow-up. So first, in all of your messaging, I highly suggest you embrace the concept of posture. Now, throughout my career of network marketing, I had heard this word, but I didn't really understand what it meant. I understand that it meant, like be strong, I guess. Well, posture is the belief in what you have, regardless of external acceptance or approval. What it means is that you can operate in a manner where you're building your business and you aren't requiring acceptance, approval, or agreement of your decisions. Posture means that when someone is negative to you, and believe me, they will be, right? There will be some, maybe a lot. I had quite a few. And so there will be people that don't accept your decision or don't agree with you or don't approve of you or just don't like network marketing in general. Posture means you're not affected by that. And so I would encourage you to embrace the idea of posture, that you don't have to close every single person, and you certainly don't have to convince them to agree, accept, or approve of your decision to build a network marketing empire, right? So embrace posture in all of your communication. So no matter what you learn today, embrace posture. Now, one thing that I've seen people really drop the ball with and leave a lot of money on the table with is in follow-up. Follow-up is such a key component of social media. And I can tell you, there are people that they didn't sign up with me at first, or the second time I reached out to them, the third time, all the way up to the seventh time I reached out to them, that went on to become six-figure-a-year earners inside of my team. And so I'm going to highly encourage you to understand that you don't have to get 50 new leads every single day if you embrace the concept of follow-up, if you start doing more follow-up. And so I want to give you a few actual scripts and suggestions that we have taught over the years that have really helped a lot of people out. So I'm just looking at the chat roll here. How many of you you've prospected someone, maybe they agreed to watch the presentation, or they even said they wanted to join, and you reach out to them, they never respond. Anyone ever struggle with that? It's a delay. Okay, so I'll wait. No, I'm just kidding. I won't wait. Well, I know that many of you have experienced that. I've experienced that. Often people will say, well, Ray, they're not responding. How do I get them to respond? All right, stop focusing on making every person respond. You should be reaching out to more people instead of waiting for them to respond. Don't worry about if they respond or not. I had thousands and thousands and thousands of people not respond to me, but was still able to build a large network marketing team, right? So don't get all tied up in knots and don't focus too much on people that aren't responding to you. However, I will give you a little bit of psychology to increase your responses. And so one thing that we teach is, and I usually teach on Thursdays, but Throwback Thursdays, where you go back to the people who haven't responded to you in 4 days or more, and you say, hey, now keep in mind, they didn't respond, right? So what do most network marketers do? Most network marketers, they embrace the nag personality. Hey, how come you didn't respond? I just see them with a rolling pin and some curlers in their hair, right? Why didn't you respond? Did you watch the video yet? That's not effective. It's not postured, and it says, boy, I really could use your business. I really could use you in my team. Instead, take back some of that power and understand what it is that you're trying to do. At that point, if they haven't responded, you aren't trying to get them to sign up. You're trying to get a response. And so go to them and say, hey, I just want to apologize that I've been so busy with, you can say teammates, prospects, customers, working with my organization, whatever it is you want to say. I've been so busy. I apologize. I haven't had a chance to follow up with you. How are you? Okay. Now, are you asking them about the video? No. Are you asking them if they're ready to join? No, because they're now a non-respondent, and a non-respondent isn't going to take the next step. You're just trying to get them to respond. Now, what if they don't? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Some of them won't, and we have a plan for that as well, okay? Those that respond, and some of them will say, hey, you know what? Now I'm going to watch the video today, or some will just respond with thumbs up. Anyone ever get that one? I used to get some, you'd follow up, hey, how you doing? Thumbs up, right? And you're like, okay. So if they respond at all, you can now reference the thing you wish they would have responded to earlier. And the reason I'm such a big fan of follow-up is you're going to learn all kinds of strategies to get more engagement, to get people reaching out to you. But if you don't embrace this, you're going to leave a lot of money on the table. Now, what if they don't respond? Well, 30 days later, I hit them with an update deflection. Now, an update is something exciting that has happened to you, one of your teammates, someone in your organization, someone not even in your organization, but in your company. Do you realize you can use those stories as well? And give them some kind of update. Hey, and it could be about product. It could be about your service. It could be about your opportunity. Hey, my friend Tina lost 5 pounds and she's rocking it. But then do a deflection. I know it's not a fit for you, but do you know anyone that might want to blank? And the blank is not join my team or give me money. It's enjoy that benefit. So in that example, it might be, hey, I just want to reach out to you. My friend Tina just lost 5 pounds. She's feeling fantastic. Hey, I know it's not for you, but do you know anyone that wants to maybe lose some extra weight, have some more energy? Okay, that's an update deflection. Okay, and so my suggestion when it comes to follow up, and some people laugh at this, but my suggestion is follow up until they pass away. If you read their obituary, definitely stop following up, right? That just doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that, okay? Or if they're rude. If someone's rude and they feel the green light to just be mean to me or whatever, or curse me out, which I've had that happen, right? If they've got the green light to be rude to me, mean to me, nasty to me, then they may think they're disqualifying me. I'm disqualifying them. I don't want that energy in my team. Someone that feels like they can treat me that way, I don't want them in the team. You have that power too. And I'll end, I don't know the time here, but I'll end on this. In network marketing, in the world, I should say, there are more people with problems than solutions. Do you realize there are more people with time issues, with financial issues, with all kinds of different problems that they struggle with, and there is no solution for them? You have a solution to a lot of things. As a network marketer, you have a possible solution to time problems. You have a possible solution to financial problems. You have a solution for people with no friends, right? All of a sudden, they can be in an awesome team of like-minded individuals that just love to be around each other and love to support each other. You have a lot of solutions, whereas most people only have problems. When I was in the corporate world, I didn't, if I wanted to be financially free, that wasn't an option. That wasn't a title in the org chart. And I'm not bashing jobs. You love your job? Awesome, right? Nothing wrong with it. But I didn't have a plan for me to become financially free, to be able to travel to wherever I wanted to go, to be able to do, build our dream home and all these different things. I didn't have any of those solutions, okay? You represent solutions. And let me tell you, there are more people with problems with no solutions than people with solutions. So you're the prize, not them. But too many network marketers, they don't understand that. So they treat all of their prospects like they're the prize. They're who we should be begging for, and that's just not the case. You have solutions. Stay postured. Enjoy today. It's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. I'm honored that we were asked to come out here, and I'm really excited for you guys. And so I hope you got value from this. I hope that you really embrace whatever strategy you learned today. Remember, posture, follow up, you're the prize, and we'll see you here in a little bit. I'll turn it back to Eric. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Stay for a second.
Okay. All right.
So I want to recap with each of these people. Here's what I got from you, Ray. And there's a couple things that I wanted to chat with everybody about. Is adding value is the key.
Yeah. Yes.
If that is your heart, that you want to help, that you want to contribute, that you have a gift, that you have an insight, people will pick up on that.
Yeah.
People will tell if it's about you or if it's about them.
Yep.
If you make it about the other person, you're going to do great.
Focus on what they want, not what you have.
Well, maybe a little bit of both. I mean, if you have something that would help them, a lot of times people don't know what they want, but you have some value.
Yeah.
And you provide it, and they go, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea I needed that."
Yeah.
I needed that perspective. I needed that insight.
And I meant like a lot of people, they say, I have this product.
Yeah, and right.
So like,
No,
here's
you
my
know what I
product.
mean? Right, yeah. So overwhelm, give one tip to how do you break through overwhelm?
So there's a great book out there, and his name just like flew out of my head, but it's All You Can Do Is All You Can Do, and All You Can Do Is Enough.
Yeah,
right.
Art
L. Williams. Yeah. And so I would just learn to be a powerfully recognizing of your language. And so if that word goes to come out, if I'm like, whoa, let me stop right there and focus on what I can do. And if you just focus on what you can do, that's fantastic. And so I would just, the problem with saying I'm overwhelmed or I'm frustrated is, it's like a genie in a lamp. Your wish is my command, right? So if you are frustrated, if you're saying I'm frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, you have to have that experience. No one says I'm frustrated, and all of a sudden, wow, I just got a new person. Wow, that's amazing. They feel the energy of frustration or overwhelm, and so you want to get rid of that. So you want to just watch your language there and focus on what is it that you can do. And so you're not. I can guarantee you, no one can implement all the strategies you're going to learn today. No one. No one's going to be able to. Grab onto what you can and move forward.
Sometimes just a step.
Absolutely.
Take
step.
a step. Yeah. Find a simple thing that you can do from today. Do that one simple thing, and then figure out what the next step is.
Right.
And then the next step. Instead of making a list of 483 things.
Right.
The whole point is conversations. I completely agree. I think all business is conversations. Posture is a big deal. Once you realize that you have the gift, that you have value to bring to the world, your posture is going to change. Follow up. I love the stuff on nagging. And I will say one thing, kind of blending old school and new school, because this is a combination of blending old school and new school.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I've trained people for years that when you're asking somebody to do something, watch the video as an example. Don't just say, please watch my video.
Right.
It's, if I give you a link to a video, will you watch it?
Right.
Right? The way you do it sets up your follow-up.
For sure.
If I give you this link, will you watch it? They say yes or no. If they say no, well, why not? If they say yes, when do you think you could see it for sure?
Yeah.
And and wait for the time. And then after you get the time, so if I call you after that time, whatever you gave me, you'll have seen it for sure, right?
Right.
All right. What's the best number and time for me to call, or do you want me to text you before I give you a call?
Set it up. Yeah.
Okay. So you set it up. So now you're not bothering somebody.
Right.
You're being a professional, following up on what you said you were going to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's a blend of, you could do the same stuff online.
Right.
As a face-to-face.
For sure.
But I think blending those two, the scripts as far as Your update deflection, I think, is great.
Sure.
You know, following up with people, I think, is great. If things have fallen through the cracks, or you got this one where you didn't set it up properly,
Right.
and you didn't have a time where you're going to call them back, you know, then you can come back and just, like you said, the key is keep the conversation going.
For sure.
So long as you keep the conversation, and that's what follow-up is, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Keep the conversation going. And instead of saying, I'm going to follow up until you're dead, I'm going to keep talking to you
Yeah.
until you're dead.
Right.
We're just going to keep having a conversation.
That's right.
And you could keep saying no, or you can keep saying
I won't
yes.
tell them that I'm going to follow up until they're dead.
Yeah, no, but
That'd be weird.
forget the follow-up. Forget the follow-up and just say, we're just going to keep talking.
Yeah.
And until they're rude or you know, or they cease to breathe.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're just going to keep having a conversation because people are interesting, and we're going to keep moving down the road. And if there's a fit, there's a fit. If there's not a fit, I talked to the highest earning guy I know in network marketing. He's passed $100 million in commissions.
Nice.
You know who he is.
Yep.
He worked on one prospect for 13 years.
Nice.
And all he did was pour value and belief into this other person.
Yeah.
And finally, the timing was right for that other person.
Yeah.
What if he gave up
Yeah.
on that person and stopped having a conversation because I guess she said she's not interested?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he just stayed in conversation. He wasn't being obnoxious.
Right.
He doesn't have that in him.
One thing I want to point out, because some people will say, "Oh, so I should just stick to one prospect for 13 years."
No.
So he would drip on them and then go do a bunch of other stuff.
Of course, yeah.
And so it's just don't.
Too many
don't get that
people
twisted.
have 4 prospects
Right.
that they're just talking to every day versus 400 that they talk to every once in a while.
Right.
Awesome.
And one last thing on follow up is don't move forward out of weakness. Meaning, if I say, hey, I got this video. If you're open, take a look at it. Great. If not, no big deal. And they say, sure. I'm going to get clarifications. And I'm going to say, well, hey, if you're not open to it, then that's fine. I'm not going to move forward out of weakness. I know, like, if you go to a buddy and say, hey, let's do lunch on Wednesday. And they say, yeah, we can try. You're not having lunch. Right? So don't say, all right, cool, I'll see you there. Instead, get confirmation.
Don't be so needy.
Yeah, don't be eager. Don't be so desperate and needy where if they just mention, yeah, sure, I'll take a look, I guess. Confirm that. Yeah. You have the power and you can keep the control.
Right. I love that. Yeah. And one of the least attractive qualities is neediness.
Yes.
If you have confidence in yourself and what you have and the value, people are interested. If you're moving, if you got some velocity in your life, and they feel a sense of urgency that if they don't hold on to you, you're leaving. You're going to go the other direction, and they're going to lose potentially opportunity by being connected with you. Because ultimately, people join people when they feel like, you know what, I could maybe make some more money with this person.
Yeah, or they're doing something that's going to bring joy to my life.
Right.
I had a line that I used to use, and that is, hey, listen, I'm going to do it with or without you. I'd love to do it with you. If you're open to it, great. If not, no big deal.
Yeah.
And so it just confirmed that I don't need you to join my deal. Yeah. I'm going to go make it happen. I'd love to do it with you. Mm-hmm. If you're open to it, great. If not, no big deal. So.
Ray Higdon, everybody.
Yeah.
Give him a
Thank
round
you.
of applause.
Appreciate it.
We don't have applause over here, so.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to talk, and I want to ask the people who are watching, and I also want to ask everybody here. I want to do some real basic fundamentals for a moment. And the basic fundamental is, if people are going to just start right now in network marketing on social media, what's the one platform that you would recommend that they start with? Does anyone disagree with the answer Facebook? Does anyone disagree?
100%. Depends where their audience is.
Depends on where their audience is?
Yeah. If they're going to make Instagram following, then they go to Instagram, right?
If say again?
If they've got a big Instagram following, then it makes sense to start.
If you already have a following, if you already have an online following, then you could start there.
Yeah.
Ray's talking. Go ahead.
Millennials, a lot of them don't like Facebook. So if your target is millennials, you're probably going to have more results with Instagram.
Okay. But we have some millennial types here in the room that are still dominating on the Facebook platform. Whitney?
Yes.
So you're just saying yes?
Yes.
Is there another answer? Bumble. Bumble. So Whitney was talking about Bumble last night, which was originally like a dating site that turned into a networking site where you can make friends with people. This is Whitney's husband.
Hello.
And she was telling everybody at dinner last night, she said, no, you got to check out Bumble. And we're like, what? Bumble? And she says, no, Bumble's for real. And she was showing us where you can like swipe right or swipe left. What do you?
I think I made 6 connections last night.
6 connections last night with friends, just making contacts with people, random people. And then she was using Bumble BFF.
Bumble BFF.
Bumble BFF.
And there is a Bumble Biz.
I thought you were going to say something completely different. I swear, I thought for sure it was coming.
Bumble Biz, but Bumble Biz is not as...
It's not so fun.
The BFF.
Bumble BFF is the key, and you're like building all kinds of contacts.
Just converting them to Facebook.
So will you share the Bumble strategy later?
You sure?
All right. She's going to share the Bumble strategy later. Anyway, so everybody is agreeing predominantly Facebook is ground zero. With some exceptions. The exception being if you already have a social media audience and they're all on Instagram, then maybe starting there and then having Facebook be a follow-up to that. Now, can all of you kind of come closer for just a moment? Just stand right here because I want to get your strategies real quickly. Have you come in, grab a mic, and we'll pass it back and forth. No, just one at a time. Over here. I want to go into Facebook setup, okay? So first question I have for all of you, if you have an answer to this question, just let me know. What advice do you have for people when it comes to their Facebook profile picture? Does anybody have advice? Come on over and share. Whoever has, raise your hands and we'll go one at a time.
Hey guys, how are ya? It should be you. It shouldn't be your dog, although we love pictures of your dog. I highly recommend that it's not just pictures of your kids either, although your kids are super cute. It should be you with a smiling face, preferably a professional photo, obviously no drinking, nothing like that. And when you're reaching out to people or they're reaching back out to you, they want to see who they're talking to. So very simple, plainly, it should be you.
Awesome. And let me, before you come in, one thing, I was at the beach maybe 6 months ago, and we were sitting at the beach and we were looking out and there were 2 teenage girls on the beach that literally, and no joke, in 8 hours, had to have taken 3,000 photos. And
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
back and forth, flipping their hair, doing, looking over their shoulder. Duck facing, the whole crazy thing. But here's what I promise. And neither of them were like spectacularly amazing beauties. I'll just say.
I thought you were going to say photographers.
But here's what I will tell you. I promise. Out of all those pictures, there was one amazing, spectacular, captured their whole essence, their personality, their sense of humor. You know what I mean? So if you don't know if a professional photographer can't afford one, go take 3,000 photos on the beach.
Use the filters.
And use the filters, and you're going to find something that's awesome, right?
Absolutely.
Don't you think? So I was like, well, that didn't cost them anything. They had the time of their lives. They were having so much fun doing all that stuff, posting, picture. So it was amazing. So anyway, Angel, your thoughts.
I'm going to give you that answer for men, Eric. So for me, social media can come across, especially for health and weight loss. Women, we tend to feel like it's not a safe place for men. So men, let me tell you, you want to do the exact same thing, but you want to make it welcoming. You want to make it so it feels safe. So if you send someone a friend request and they see it, it's not you, this creepy looking guy. It's you with your dog.
Shirtless.
Well, no, put your clothes on. Nobody wants to see that. Let us let us use our imaginations. But it's more you and your wife. Yeah. You and your children, you and your family, you and your dog, you and somebody else, so that it's not like you're not creeping on them and trying to capture them for other reasons than building a business. Yeah. So for me, it's more difficult for men. Women are leery of men on social media. And so I think you need to create an environment where it's safe. Don't post pictures of you in a bar. Don't post pictures of you just make it feel safe. Whatever that means in your world, make your profile feel safe.
And I will tell you, once you're on social media, I'm sure all of you are dealing with this. You get people who impersonate you. We get 10 to 20 a week. Yes. These creepers who are preying on women.
Yes.
Taking my profile pictures and stuff, and guess what ones they pick? Me with the dog.
Yes.
Me on vacation someplace, me in some interesting thing. And so, and they're just creeping on people, and we delete them as fast as we can, but it's interesting what they use.
Yes. Well, and I'll add to that, Eric, is when you want to reach out and make a cold contact, don't do it in words. Do it in a video. Women can feel you. They can sense who you are. They can hear your words. And I think that hearing you say, "Hi, my name is Eric Laurie," hearing that from you on a little short video is completely different than seeing words on a screen.
Interesting.
So do a little short video. Wouldn't you guys agree? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Angel Fletcher. And with this, start making a list, and I'm going to expand the question slightly to profile picture, cover photo, and bio/description.
Yeah.
Any tips in those three to kind of set up your presence?
Yeah. So you also have
Introduce yourself so everybody knows.
I'm Rob Sperry. Excited to be here. We got a huge crowd here, 15, 16 people. A lot of fun looking at the comments here. But what I look at is you have to understand first impressions. So as we're going to talk later about, I know we're going to have different times where we talk about how to never run out of contacts and who to friend and how many friend requests and all those type of things as you want to grow. Well, first impressions are so key and so critical. That's the very first thing they're going to look at. So you have to understand that some studies say that first impressions last forever. So when they go and they want to accept your friend request, the very first thing they're going to look at is say, is this a creeper? Is this somebody who I want to accept as a friend? And so when we're going with profile photo, it's the same thing. Cover photo, you've got to make sure the dimensions are a little bit stronger and a little bit better. It's got to be higher def. And so you can go look up the dimensions. You can look that up when you look on Google. When you go through your bio and when you're going through all the other little things, I would say less is more. Keep it simple. No one wants to see a description where there's 30 things listed. Nobody cares that you went to 3 different high schools and 4 different colleges and you lived in 6 different locations. You just want to keep it really simple so that it's not cluttered. And so if you have a really well done profile photo, a cover photo, that'll help. You've got your 5 featured photos that you can choose from. And the last thing I'll say is it's your brand. So you're conveying what you want to convey. Are you a speaker? Are you you're a family person? You're proud of your kids or your spouse, or you're traveling the world and it shows you a picture of you speaking to a crowd. Whatever it is, whatever you want to specifically convey, that's that first opportunity, that first impression that can last for a lifetime and can make a huge difference.
Love it. Come on in, John.
Great job, Rob. John Melton here. And I can tell you this, for me, I'm really big on public profiles and learning how to brand yourself. Rob touched on that. I know Ray touched on that. We'll touch on that more throughout the day, but you got to have a public profile. The people you're friends with right now are not going to be the same people that you build your business with, meaning some of them might be, but over the course of time, your goal is to friend up new people, get followers and friend requests, put yourself out there, get inside of like-minded Facebook communities, put yourself out on Facebook as much as possible, or, you know, the other profiles are great too if you're setting up Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever, but for Facebook, it's gotta be a public profile. Now, people will say, well, you know, I don't wanna have my children publicly seen, but you can customize. You can customize every post. So maybe if it's a picture of you and your kids and you're just worried about that being out there, although, you know, I think that actually makes you more relatable when, you know, people come across your profile and they see the children and the pets and this, that, and the other thing. But it's something you can hide. It's something where you can have only those posts are seen by friends. But I'm telling you, a public profile is a big deal. Some of my best leads have been people that just sent me a friend request and nothing else. They followed me, and then I reached out to them and I said, hey, you know, Sarah, thanks for following me. How are you? And I don't get into pitching them. I don't send them links. I just get to know them, see how they came across my profile, their background, who they are, what they're all about. That would have never happened if I didn't have a public profile. So that's a really big deal.
Got it. All right, who's up? Todd. Profile, cover photo, bio.
Okay, so what's up? Todd Falcone, how you guys doing? Looks like everybody's excited to be here. I'm excited to be with this group. All right, so Jessica mentioned something about your profile picture. Your profile picture needs to be you. It doesn't need to be a bottle of your product. Your cover photo, and I see this happen a lot, needs to also be optimized for what Facebook wants. And Facebook is always changing it. So it's like a moving target. So you can always go Google best size for profile picture. I think right now it's like 180 by 180 if I'm not mistaken. And then the other thing is you got to make sure let's say it's a picture of you and your family in your cover photo, because this is the first image that somebody's going to see when they're potentially they're going to see your picture and they're going to see your cover image. You want to make sure that you're making a great impression. So I see these pictures where they're picture their family, but their heads are cut off. So they're not even showing their bodies. They're showing their bodies, but they're not their heads. So you can drag it up and down. You can move it around. That's really important. I see a lot of newer people on Facebook that when I look at a profile, it's just that cover image is totally tweaked. So just make sure you see what it looks like on mobile and you see what it looks like on desktop, because it may look a little bit different on mobile and you want to make sure it looks good on both platforms.
And really the key to this whole thing is do this on purpose.
Absolutely.
That profile picture is really, really important. That thumbnail is really, really important. Think of it like a TV show would advertise their TV show. What would that picture need to look like? It's a big deal. Like the little times that you see Jimmy Fallon down in the corner of your screen and on television, that was thought through.
Yeah.
What was that image going to be and how are they going to do it? So make sure it's the best self. Make sure the cover photo is on point. Make sure your bio and your background information is something that is going to attract people to want to connect with you instead of sending people running away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that makes sense?
yeah, absolutely. One other thing that I do is I change my profile picture up about maybe once a month, and I do that because it creates additional engagement. So, you know, I'll swap it out maybe once every 30 days and give it a little different look. So,
All right,
yeah.
Fraser.
This one, right? Hey guys, Fraser Brooks here, all the way from Liverpool in the UK, so I'm a little bit jet lagged, but stay with me. So I've kind of got my phone here, right? This is kind of how it should look. And ever since I made it look a little bit more like this, I hope that can kind of look all right. I want you to look at your social media cover photo as your social media billboard.
Hold on, we'll plug it in.
Oh. Just plug that in. Excuse the messages if anyone's messaging me saying, hey, how can I get the link to the social media summit? Right? Or anything worse. My girlfriend, love you.
Can you throw it up?
Go, Fraser, go. You guys, oh, wow.
Let's see it on there if we can.
Yeah, that's good. Just like that, that's fine. I don't. All right. So, cover photo, social media cover photo, social media billboard. Imagine if it was in London or Las Vegas on the big screen. If someone went past it, would they be like, what's that? Or would they get attracted to it? So my opinion, honestly, is you should have a picture of you, you should have your name, and you should have 3 things about you. So mom, sports enthusiast, business person, right? So then straight away, people understand a little bit more about who you are and what you do, okay? Now, what's gonna happen is the number one thing people look at on your social media profile is the bio. Why? Because they want to know what it is that you do. And the bio gives that away. So you want to tell them everything, but tell them nothing. And what I mean by that is you want to say CEO, founder, director, manager at whatever it might be, your business page, because you are the owner of your own business. Everyone in network marketing, you are the owner of your own business. You are your own CEO, you are your own founder, you are your own director, whatever it might be. But the introduction, you get 140 characters. This is super important, 140 characters. I believe that it should start on a mission to or helping people to So mine is on a mission to help people build their network marketing business using social media. So people know that straight away, but they have to contact me if they want the finer details. So get a good cover photo, use canva.com or fiverr.com, $5, $6 or something like that.
What are those two?
Canva, canva.com, and fiverr.com, fiverr.com. Testing my English there. It's not too good. My spelling's not great.
Yeah.
So yeah, use that. Spend the $6 to get something real good. Yeah, and set it up, look like a pro.
Awesome. Who's next? Come on in.
I'll take my phone, man.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's happening? This is Danny Clark, and we've heard some awesome advice so far, and we've definitely heard what to do, and I just want to kind of flip that and give some ideas on what not to do as well. I think a lot of people, especially when you're brand new to industry, it's very easy to copy your upline and perhaps their social media profile, and it can be very company driven at times. And whilst there's benefit to doing that in time when you've got the influence and you've got the success, when you're brand new to industry and your logo, your profile picture is your company logo, your cover photo is, a picture of a certain car or whatever it might be. The problem that you have is it can really kill the impact of a cold market, because as soon as you drop into somebody's inbox, as soon as you friend request somebody, they go, oh, you're one of those people, or you do that thing. And so we've heard so far, right, the thing that we want with social media is to get engagement so we can have a conversation. So just pull back, remember the personal brand, and hopefully that should help a few of you guys out.
Awesome. Who's next?
Hey guys, so I am Elizabeth Clark, the other half, some might say better, some might say worse, half of Danny and Elizabeth Clark. So my bit of advice here would be really to think about the consistency that you're showing across all social media platforms. You want to be really easy to find across all, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whatever it is. The other thing is to tell a short, compelling story. So whether that's with your bio and your photos, they can both link in together. So like your cover photo, does that go with your profile picture? Or is it like completely random? Make sure it's not dully lit. Make sure it's not pixelated. A good tip to give is if you're taking a picture of yourself and you don't have a professional photographer, and my husband is really bad at taking pictures of me. He refuses to do it. It's really annoying. But the other tip I would give is stand in natural daylight, okay? If you're representing a brand like a makeup brand or whatever, and your product is, the makeup, you want to be looking good. You want to be looking fresh. You don't want to be in a dully lit room. So it's so key. If you're shooting inside, make sure you're standing there towards natural daylight, because I promise you it will make such a difference. Also, consider your background. So consider things in your background. Does it look like a junk? Are you in your junk room and you have your ironing board up in the corner? Think about the brand, think about the image that you want to convey to your audience. So think about going into a clutter-free room or even outdoors. So say you're a health and wellness business, think about going outdoors and actually having healthy green leaves or, a beach behind you. So hopefully that helps you, and can't wait to hear the rest of the speakers.
Awesome. Jeff just says, show your abs. That's all you have to do for your profile pic.
That's right. How you doing, guys? Jeff Beebe here. And little tips that I want to give, really look at your profile and your Facebook page and everything you're doing as a TV show. You want people to tap into your show. You want people to be engaged in your life. And I really suggest always put yourself, not as your profile, yourself as your cover page. Put something exciting, a team, a lot of people having a lot of energy and fun. Don't let any negativity show up on your Facebook page. Create the lifestyle that you're promoting. If you're promoting health, you want to promote that in your posting you're doing. And I really suggest to do lives, because when you do lives, people are going to see the real you and see from your heart and who you are. And they're going to want to follow you and be a person of integrity and just show the world what you have to offer. And you know, if you're promoting health, everybody wants to be healthy throughout their life. And let them follow that journey. Everybody wants to be wealthy through their life. So let them follow that journey, but really look at what you're posting. You've heard of this from everybody. Consistency is the key. But look at what you're posting, making sure the light's right, making sure the background's beautiful backgrounds. And when you're on these trips, really be intentional on your pictures. Be intentional on what you're targeting. I want to target people to join my team and help more people throughout the world. So really target your audience, what you're doing, from weight loss to energy and performance to wealth creation. Figure out what your target is, figure out what your brand is, create the TV show that everybody wants to follow and tap in. That's it.
Awesome. Next. Profile pic, cover pic, bio. What's your suggestions?
All of that. Hi, I'm Debbie Beebe. I'm the other half of Jeff Beebe. And I love what everybody has said, and I am taking notes in the background. And I think that we all would agree, we all do all of that, what you've just been told. I'm going to flip it, because when I first got into network marketing, I was told, fake it till you make it. That is not authentic. And that is the buzzword of this last year, is being authentic. So when you're doing your profile picture and your background picture and you're making your post and you're writing your bio, don't be fake. You have to be you. You have to show up as you. People are going to be attracted to you. And who are the people you're trying to attract? You don't want to attract people that you know nothing about because you've been so fake. That's not even ever going to work. So you don't want to show up and be fake. You want to show up as who you are. And then as you progress in your network marketing profession, then who you're targeting to be or grow into in that profession. So don't be fake.
Cool. Can I offer like 2 cents on this?
Ooh, please.
Yes, be authentic, but be your best self. Please.
Absolutely.
Be your cleaned up
self. Have your makeup
self.
on.
Because some people are just hot messes. You don't need to show the world a hot mess.
Correct.
Just a total disaster, train wreck. You don't need to show them that. It doesn't need to be that authentic. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah.
So I'm just saying, clean up. Be authentic with your challenges, what you're trying to figure out, with your heart. Be open, be authentic, be transparent, but be your best self. Dress it up a little bit.
Right, but this is in addition to what everybody else said.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So your background's going to be nice. You're going to show up in nice clothes. You're not going to have junky whatever in the background. This is in addition to that.
Right.
But you don't
authenticity is attractive.
Yeah, you don't want to go so far out that it's so far removed from you. Nobody's going to be attracted to that because you're not radiating that. That's not who you are from inside.
Got it. All right, who's up? Jordan.
Alrighty. Hey everybody. Okay, so I have a couple tips. With everything that they've said is perfect. So when I'm prospecting or when I'm helping someone on my team, I think it's important to do that 5-second scroll. So in addition to having a great up here, in addition to having a great profile pic, a banner picture, I think it's important to scroll down. What are the first 10 posts? So I always want to kind of analyze that. Who am I showing? What am I showing? I obviously want to be picky about what pictures come up first. So right underneath where you have your description, you can actually pick the first 5 or 6 images that someone would be able to see. So I think that's important. Choose what your brand is. For me personally, I show my family, I show fitness, I show makeup, I show lifestyle, I show my trips and travel, friendships. So I choose something from each category so they can get a good feel on who I am. And I think that's important to prospect winners and people that you want to be able to mimic what you're doing. So I think analyzing others is very important for your team. So as a sponsor, quickly do that scroll when you have a new presenter and give them 2 or 3 quick suggestions, and that can make a huge impact on how they start. The other thing is, I think it's important to put I think it's like a setting of some sort in your in Facebook where you're able to decide who can tag you in things, because it's important as a business owner to not always be tagged in things that may not be what your brand is. So I always have the setting where I can say, nope, I don't want that. Not that I'm doing something I shouldn't, but it may not be what I want people to see on my profile. So be picky. I think that's very, very important.
Love it.
Hi, everybody. Okay,
right.
next person.
Awesome. Hey guys, Brian Fryer here. Super excited to be here. Just incredible wisdom shared by everybody so far. Keep this short and sweet. I encourage you guys to see your personal profile as your virtual business card. Something we did when we were still building was everywhere we went out to meet, instead of handing someone a business card, we actually said, hey, you're on Facebook, right? We would whip out our phone and they would immediately be connected to us. So 2 other things regarding your profile. Featured photos, I think we've maybe just touched on that a little bit. It should tell us a story. It should tell the viewer a story of who you are, right? Keying off of what Jordan just shared. What are they going to learn about you? What are they going to see? What type of person you are? What have you? And then again, profile picture, cover photo are awesome. Key off of what Jordan said again. Last 5 to 10 posts. I would encourage each of you right now to go look at your last 5 to 10 posts. What am I going to learn about you? What is that going to say about you? What type of person are you? What type of interest and hobbies do you also have? Because at the end of the day, they're asking themselves, first of all, do I want to be connected to this person? Second of all, do I want to see all of their posts in my newsfeed? So really, really powerful. Position yourself, your virtual business card.
Awesome. Whitney.
So I just want to touch, I guess, am I the last one? I get to kind of sum it up.
Yeah.
You don't have to be perfect to be pretty. So this goes back to the authenticity, to being real. When it comes to building a business on social media, I want to bring people into my business that are real, that have passions, that have dreams. And so I like to give that back to, the people that are coming to my page or to my Instagram or whatever it might be. So
Bumble.
It's there too. So, making sure, just to sum it up, that you do look very nice, and that, but you shouldn't try to be this professional, hot, whatever, it's just, you need to be real and you need to show people who you truly are, and you're going to be able to connect with the most like-minded that you could find out in this huge network marketing world.
And when I'm saying be yourself but be your best self,
Yep.
What I'm really saying is do everything you do on purpose. Like
Always.
I know, like yesterday, you and Nikki did a Facebook Live of you guys putting your makeup on, right, and getting ready to come and meet with us for dinner. Well, that wouldn't necessarily. Some people wouldn't be saying that that's not showing you. That's showing the before picture, It's,
Right.
but it was on purpose.
Yes.
It was to have some fun. It was to, humanize you to the audience. So anything you do that's on purpose, that's the key.
Yep.
That you're trying to show them this part of your life. If it's an imperfect part, that's fine. But make sure you're doing it, because you chose to do it, not as just an accident.
And I like to keep like a sync of things, if one day is, if I get something really inspirational, I'll follow up with something else more inspirational, and just kind of keeping a story going on all of my timelines, and
A flow kind of. So it's following a pattern. People kind of see what's going on with your life. Awesome. All right, give her a big round of applause, everybody. Excellent job, amazing. Now, let me just summarize this, and we're going to take a break. What I wanted to do here is just give everybody a profile tune-up. A profile tune-up. That's what I wanted this to be, all these ideas. Your profile picture, making sure it's on point. Your cover photo, making sure it's on point. Your featured pictures, that really shows what you want to show. Your bio, that it says everything, but it doesn't say anything, kind of. It's curiosity driven, but it's still credible and cool. That your featured posts, your featured posts, what you want people to show about your life, and even your 10 post review, taking a look at what have you been showing to the world. that all of this stuff matters. All of this stuff should show the picture to the world that you want to show. And what I would encourage you to do if you're on more than one social media platform, one is pick Facebook or Instagram. I think those are probably the big two. And make sure that whichever one is primary for you is awesome, top to bottom. You know, make a little to-do list today. Make sure it's amazing. And then make sure on all the other platforms, it's also awesome, that it reflects what it is that you're trying to do, maybe with the nuances of that platform. Okay? So I hope you got value from this so far. When we come back, Jordan is going to talk about how to use social media to help launch a brand new person in their network marketing journey. How to create a launch event strategy, a launch party strategy for a brand new person inside of your business. So we're going to come back in 5 minutes. I'll see you then.